Presentations. I don't show any presentations for today. So we'll move to public comment. At this time, we'll take public comment on items that appear on today's agenda, just as a reminder. Speakers are limited to 2 minutes and are asked to begin their comments by identifying themselves and the agenda item to which they are addressing themselves. We've got 2 folks signed up. Hopefully it's on the agenda. We'll give it a try. Sam Bellameo and Alex Zimmerman.
Hello, Council. My name is Sam Bellameo. I'm here with StandUP-America. If a law is unjust, a man is not only right to disobey it, but he's also obligated to do so. That's a quote from Jefferson. And I think that what I have to say is directly related to the agenda, because your agenda specifically says what I, as an American citizen, First Amendment right, have the ability to speak to. You have the right to set the parameters and say, hey guys, today we're going to speak about why the sky is blue. But if I want to talk about why the grass is green, you have no right to cut me off or tell me I'm wrong. You give me 2 minutes, and until that clock's done, I have the freedom of speech to speak. Right now we have complete tyranny. We have American fascism. All of you have been regulating how we as Americans act, and as we can see, you've done a horrible job in the collapse. There's nothing that has changed either since the collapse. We're still operating in the same paradigm. I haven't seen none of you stand up for anything. I see you doing a lot of work on behalf of a lot of corporations and big groups, but you've done nothing on behalf of the citizens. You're about to waste $200 million of taxpayer money. We have $600 million, that's for the arena. We have $600 million being paid for the transit here, for light rail. We're predicting a recession at the beginning of the first quarter of next year. And what's happening? We're just going to spend more and more money, get more and more loans from the federal government. We have American fascism. I got another quote. The evils of tyranny are rarely seen.
As for clarifications, this is on a specific agenda item.
Thank you, Mr. Herald. This is not actually, as I can tell, referencing any item that's on our agenda.
Oh, it is. It's about the way that your agenda is presented to the people and how we may address you. I have 19 seconds left.
So, Sam, here's the deal, though. Here's the deal. You guys have done this every week, and I've gone back and forth about whether we should actually just kind of cut you guys off or just withstand the 4 minutes of diatribe.
Just 4 minutes, right? Out of a whole week.
It is just 4 minutes, but the deal is it sets a standard for other folks. And so
we've been doing it for a year. What standard?
There are a lot of folks who actually do show up and testify, as you know, because you are here on a weekly basis. So today, yeah, there aren't a whole lot of people, but you know that there are a lot of folks who come and do testify on items that are on the agenda, and that is the council's rule. So just to be clear, this is not a public hearing. It is not a regular at-will, any-subject public hearing. There are other opportunities for that. We do hold public hearings. We hold them here. We hold them out in the community.
On different subject matters.
You've attended a lot of the mayor's open houses, I know, because you've referenced that in your comments before.
I have.
The rules for this particular meeting are that the comment has to be on an item that is on today's agenda. The purpose of the input from that microphone is to help us make decisions up here as we're looking at the pieces of legislation that are before us today.
Or any legislation that could be brought before you so you can make better changes for people.
That's nice that you're trying to interpret that way. The council's rules are that this is not an open public session. This is about the material that's before the council today. So really, I'm at the point where I have to figure out whether to kind of just rule you guys out of order at the beginning and not go through the 4 minutes, because I think we're kind of tired of going through the 4 minutes. You guys have exhausted us on that.
I can tell you're tired. That's good. That means at least you care what I have to say. That's all I want is for you to care and do something.
And you know that I've actually had a lot of conversations with you, whether it's been at this position or whether I've been in the committee chair's position. And so it's not that we haven't heard you. It's not that you haven't been heard by every member of the council. It's not as though no one is listening. We've heard the items that you've brought up. But you have consistently failed to observe the rules for this particular meeting, which is that the comment has to be pertaining to something that is on the agenda today. That is on the agenda today. I know you feel that way, and I respect your feelings.
I have 15 seconds
You have lots of feelings, and that's great. And now I'm ruling you out of order. Your time is done.
I have 15 seconds. Please let me address the agenda.
You are done. Alex, would you?
You don't see how what I'm saying is related to this? Please, let me have my last 15 seconds left.
No.
We've
gone through this week after week.
Sir, don't touch me. Thank you.
Actually, that's careful now. Careful now, because you don't want to have him call his friends.
Oh, I don't want what friends.
No problem.
I'm not afraid of his friends.
No problem. Ma'am, can I answer you?
So, Alex, again, now is the time where I really need you to address something that's on the agenda.
Argument. Can I answer you? What is your problem and where is you wrong? It's very simple.
I'm happy to discuss that with you away from this meeting.
We're not your employee. We're not under your command. You're not as master. You cannot give direction. What is interpretation of agenda we have? Is this a key to everything? You're absolutely right when this comes to people who work for you and sit in these chairs. We not work for you. We're not your employee. We are citizens.
No, I work for you, and we've put together rules to try to make our work for you as effective as we can. And one of those rules is that at this meeting, what you say in this time period has to pertain to an item that is on today's agenda.
You're absolutely right. About agenda, you can ask about agenda people who know what is agenda. When you are a doctor, for example, and I'm engineer, and doctor talk about make operation in my stomach, and I engineer, I don't know what is doing about operation in stomach. What is I have opinion? Is opinion like engineer, for example, or
Anything
I don't know,
caseworker.
You know what it means? It's not a point. Point
Anything
very
on the agenda,
simple.
Alex?
No, ma'am. You're doing something wrong only because you're stopping, and this is a pure fascism. What is exactly we're talking?
So, Alex, I'm going to have to rule you out of order as well. You've had adequate time to try to get to an item that is on today's agenda.
No, I want to talk about agenda.
That is clear. We've gone over that week after week. I know you guys don't want to talk about the agenda, but the rules for this particular meeting.
I want only answer you. No, I have another 26 seconds.
Actually, you don't. You're now ruled out of order. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right.
And for the record, I was speaking about agenda number item 1, just so you know.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
This is a pure fascism. It's exactly who you are, a gangster.
Anyone else who would like to give public testimony on an item that is on our agenda today? Seeing none, we will go ahead and move on. Thank you.